Konnichiwa, minasan! Today I'm going to introduce some of the new kanji from Chapter 9. So in Chapter 9, we're going to be covering a bunch of different kanji that are the kanji for adjectives. So we will learn how to write some of the adjectives we know as kanji. The first one we're going to talk about is this one, ookii. So this is the o in ookii. Remember the ki itself, those last two hiragana, those are what we call okurigana, the part that gets written outside the kanji. So the only part that is o, the only part that is kanji is this o. So we can write ookii. This is also the dai that we see in daigaku and daigakusei. It also has one more reading that's kind of special to its set of kanji. So when we have this kanji next to hito, it actually becomes otona, an adult. So the reason that it turned out this way, even though we don't have this reading, is that for the original speakers of Japanese, they already had a word for an adult. They already had the word otona. And when they saw these kanji used in Chinese to talk about an adult, they were like, we already have a word for that. So we just kind of stuck this reading onto this kanji. So you won't see any other kanji formations that use this sound with these kanji. Just this one special case is one you have to remember is otona. So we have ookii, daigaku no dai, daigakusei no dai. And then otona are all starting with this kanji. Let's take a look at how to write it. We can think of it as a person, like stretching their limbs way out. Let's take a look at how we write it. We start with ichi, then ni, san. Ichi, ni, san. Ichi, ni, san. Very straightforward. Okay, our next kanji is the chi in chisai. It's also the sho in words like shogakusei. So if a daigakusei is a college student, a shogakusei is an elementary school student. So chisai and sho. Let's take a look at how we write this kanji. So we're actually going to start in the middle. Ichi, hook. And then two on the side. Ichi, ni, san. Ichi, ni, san. Ichi, ni, san. This is chisai. Our next kanji is takai. Takai, as you know, means both high and expensive. We actually use this kanji as our first kanji in ko. So this is the first ko. We will learn the second ko a little bit later. For now, we'll just learn takai. So we write this kanji, we start at the top. Ichi, ni, san, yon, go. Doku, nana, hook. Hachi, kyu, ju. Ichi, ni, san, yon, go, roku, nana, hook, hachi, kyu, ju. Ichi, ni, san, yon, go, roku, nana, hook, hachi, kyu, ju. Our next kanji is yasui. So this kanji means both that something is inexpensive, but it also has another meaning, especially when we have the reading ang. This ang means that you are like at ease or you are safe. So it might seem like these are two like very different meanings, but I know I feel at ease when the things that I need to buy are inexpensive, right? So we write this kanji starting with a roof part, and then we have onna underneath. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 So this is the yasu in yasui, and also ang. Our next kanji looks a little bit more complicated, but it's just made of some simple parts. So this is the atarashi, the atara in atarashi. Atarashi. It's also the shin in shinbun. So like any kind of new information that you hear, it comes to you through the shinbun, the newspaper, right? So where you hear new things. So we will start this kanji first by writing the tatsu that we learned last chapter. And then we have mokuyobi no moku, the key, or the tree. And then our next part is just a part on its own on the side. So we start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. それから10、11、12、13. Once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. One last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So これは新しい and 新聞の新. The next kanji is much simpler. This is furui. Furui. We write with the 10 on top of kuchi. Let's practice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the furu in furui. The next kanji is the gen in genki na. So when you're genki, we say like you're like in your like original like regular spirit that you're supposed to be in. I guess the assumption is that you're genki all the time. So we write genki with 1, 2, 3, 4 flat and then hook. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4 flat and hook. 1, 2, 3, 4 flat hook. So here's the gen of genki. Next comes the ki of genki. So this is like your spirit or your energy. So the idea is that when you're at your original energy, the regular energy, your baseline, that's when you're genki. So we also use this in expressions like 気をつける, to be careful. 気をつける. Let's write it together. We will start with 1, release. 2, 3, 4, hook. 5, 6. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, hook. 5, 6. One last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, hook. 5, 6. Okay. So now you've practiced the first half of the kanji from chapter 9. Make sure to practice both reading and writing the kanji so that you can retain them long term.